main thing, exactly as you said, you need to be aware of is managing your distance. Nothing else. It's almost like you're going for a bit of a blur with it, so that you're not just focusing on the arms, because the arms are distracting. That's not the thing you need to care about. The distance, because as long as you do that with a defender, attacker, you can actually change direction. It's called a kickstand squat. I just want you to come down 2, 3, drive up. The key thing with this is when you're coming down, you're really tensing that glute. This is the hip that's controlling it. You know how like you get superheroes who are like winding up a punch until they hit? I almost want you to create that around your hip. So it's here, really push, hip, 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 come out of it. So straight off in here, just change it. Can you now drop and still make sure the glute is the thing you're going into, okay? Still big chest, drop, catch, and hold it. Hold it in a second for like 1 second, and then come back up. So go through 3 on each side again. Huh? Without a weight to start with. Just see if you can find it. Still really think when you're landing, hips back, big chest. So you want the main thing to be absorbing it to be your hip and not your knee. So you should be landing through your whole foot. So we're going to do another variation of that. We're going to exaggerate where your torso is going, okay? So from there, you're going to go here. And I want you actually to allow your torso to hang over, okay? Here, here, go 3 on each side with that. Knee in a really crap position, but also really long enough balance, okay? So when you're here, you might have to get a little bit lower when you're doing this, but there, where's your trunk? Come in almost like central, managing your centre of mass, okay? So with that, we'll do 2 sets of this, but first one, just go 2 on each side, see how it feels, have a break, and then we'll do another one. Adding a bit of momentum and still in the horizontal. So you'll be here, just coming over, there, shuffle. Really nice. I want you to exaggerate a little bit more though. So here, still really use glute, get a little bit deeper into it, okay? Add a bit of speed into it, so go for 2 on each side, but this should be your entry speed, okay? That's where you're going to challenge whether those positions are really sticking, now you're challenging it. So 2 on each side, add a bit of speed, make sure you're getting deep. Good. this one, when you're coming here, the next step at the moment is a little bit too far. Yeah. Just so you've got something to bounce off, maybe not that close. But you look like you're having to reach quite a bit. Challenge it in different planes. We're now going to add a bit of load. So you've got to find that with extra load, okay? If you're doing it really well, you'll notice that you're basically going to get shoved into the floor, okay? You can challenge it and just work it through, dropping into that and finding that position, okay? The next, that nice low position, okay? And all I want you to do is just come through like this when I call you, okay? Let's go. Don't sink. Yeah, good. And still making sure that this is the thing that's working. You've felt what that feels like now, okay? Allow yourself to still be challenging that break. We said you're ready.
So accelerating to the floor.
Okay, ready? Yeah. Good.
Think about your pelvis. No, not that part, it's more like this part, and that, yeah. On this side, it's always better. On the other side, not always good. So let's go to the next step. Foot, yeah, see how it dips? Yeah, so as soon as you go right foot, this right hip dips. You go yeah, you've got to keep the trunk, keep the hips, go. Nice. What's the difference?
It feels like I don't mobile.
Yeah.
And like my next step is like I'm in more control.
That's all we want. Very good.
What's one thing that you need to remember to help you activate your like braking gear?
Yeah.
No, mine's a different one.
And I'm
So like
asking
that
you.
thing we just done, what's one thing that you feel is going to help you in a deceleration? Is it like trunk activation? Is it your hip position? Is it your...
For me, I think probably hip position.
And you?
Good.
Like they're going this way.
It will be the first thing you forget as soon as you go into something that you've done so many times before. So just having that one thing that you know you want to focus on to make it help you, okay?
I'm just going to come in and go boom, boom. Because if I do boom, boom, by the time I've done that, you can already be. Whereas if I'm coming to close the cone down, personally,
we naturally get taught.
I would want to be like this. Yeah. So then, if you were to go that way,
You need to be a happy medium.
Yeah.
Like if you are taking this many steps, that's inefficient as well. But yeah, you're like you coming in.
yeah.
Okay, so Martin, do you want to go through? Just push it a little bit more, trust yourself to break, rather than pacing into it. The worst thing that's going to happen is you run over that zone and then we know, yeah? All that. Yeah, good, really nice.
Purchase your tracks today.
You're coming in quite high, you've got to you accelerate. What's the first thing you'll do? You'll drop to go. So if you can get into a habit of being here, then push it ready without having to come up, then come down, and then go. That's it. Just be slightly.
Like raw.
Very fast now. We have to be very. That has to become that. Yeah. Getting in and out of that, and I feel like it's probably more to do with how comfortable you feel pivoting.
This is I feel comfortable pivoting.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah. So do the other side for me. You see how when you pivot the other way, you're pivoting, and your weight's back here. When you pivot this way, you pivot and your weight's going there.
Hell yeah.
Show me the other side.
So it's more like a lateral.
Yeah, like a lateral lunge. Yeah, correct.
You can bring that down.
Yeah, that's
Just
it.
doing it.
At speed.
Doing that 10 point. A little minutes position.
And that's why I'm adamant that I feel your right-sided injuries are because of overuse, not because of weakness.
My left isn't.
When your right compensates for your left, game after game after game, then your right gets tired. It becomes vulnerable.
So what do you think's weak on my left side? That's what I'm
Coordination. Yeah, it's all about coordination. Everything we've seen over the past couple of weeks is that even if the right hamstring is down in scores, it does things better. It does things more. Yeah.
So you see when I'm decelerating, you do the first step to my right. So boom.
What is the first deceleration step?
So when you say my left is.
So I bet in most scenarios, even if, so like if you wanted to defend, you'd be here. I bet in a lot of scenarios, even when maybe that person's come to here, you would be more likely to come to here. Yeah. So if I counted the reps of deceleration in the game, you might have like an 80-20 split. Yeah. That alone is the point. Yeah.
What you're going to do is going to go in and press it. Okay, so you want to find that position. Now you can see this rough white line. Yeah? So I want the person here to almost start at the back. Allow them to be coming in past this line before you start, okay? And then just try and get it to one of the games. What we're basically doing now is, can you still find that same feeling? Now we're adding and putting it into the context. Yeah?
today.
It's not about the ball.
No, it's about the goal.
Curve route, deceleration. I wasn't coming on it. She's not going to get the ball.
We're done. And what you might find is I am asking you to go in and press really hard. That might not be the solution every time, because it might just mean that you get too close, someone just takes it past you and they're gone. But the point is that there will be times when you're required to do that, and giving you the tools and that feeling so that you can do it if it's required. So that's it. It's been nice training you. And you're
Thank you very much.
go.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.